Okay, welcome back to Mainly Everything. My name is John. If you are new to this channel, thank you for checking it out. So these are the JK Boots OT 6-inch rough out lower and smooth upper. Just the brown rough out is what they're called on the website. I have been wearing these steady for 6 months. I've had them for 8 or 9, but I've been wearing them steady for 6 months, or what I think is a cumulative 6 months of wear now. Because when I first bought them, I was still wearing my whites a lot, and kind of slowly introduced these. And I don't really wear the whites all that often anymore. It's mostly these guys. I'm just cleaning them up a little bit. I didn't clean them before this because I work in them every day, so I don't clean them too often. But so 6 months, awesome. Initial impressions, if you are wondering if they're gonna last 6 months or well over, they will. Sole, not too much wear, more wear here. I probably drag heel a lot more than I should, and I also wear unevenly, as you can see. I don't know if you can actually see that, but that was the same with my whites as well. Quite a decent bit of life left. You can see, well, maybe you can't. You probably can see now. You can see what lugs have more life in them and what lugs do not. The middle ones obviously are more worn out than the outers. I've had no issues with these at all. Again, they are about $5.25 now. They've gone up like $25, I believe, since I bought them last. I think I bought them at $500, like even. Quick little specs if you're interested. These are, like I said, are 6-inch. It's all the smooth leathers, oil tanned, 8 to 9 ounce oil tanned USA leather. Rough out is the same. Threads, Technora high strength thread, fire resistant to 900 Fahrenheit. I also did think that I'd never had boots with this thread before, and I was kind of worried it's gonna, break and stuff, but it's not going to, really. And even if it does, it doesn't really matter from what I've been told. These are so well put together that is just like a extra. But insole, genuine oak tanned leather. Midsole, genuine oak tanned leather. All USA made. Hardware is all brass, eyelets and stuff. Good stuff. Speed hooks and blah, 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 blah. Arch support is USA leather as well. Vibram is a Vibram 132 honey sole. I think these are the exact sole in the white shore boot. I'm not totally sure, so I'm looking to get like 2 years out of these. Hoping to get that. I got 2 years out of the whites, and they're still okay to run. If you want to see what those look like real quick, I do have a video, but I'll grab them. These are the white shore. This is what the soles look like after 2 years. You can kind of see there's nothing really left to them. These can be resold. I've got quotes from whites directly. They were like really expensive, like $2 $2.85 or something. I got a couple quotes locally. One was $150, which is doable. I mean, these are a solid boot as well. If you're interested in these, I do have other videos on them. Slightly different than these. These are higher quality. I would say not to knock these at all. I mean, these are 2 years on them, and they are, they're in good shape. Leather's, nothing's really too wrong with the leather. I mean, they look used, obviously. Padded collar is great, and blah, 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 blah. But it's not about these. So if you are interested in these, go check them out. They're on sale right now for $312 on White's site, and they are more than worth it. Where was I? The soles. I think I was on the soles. All the screws and stuff are still in. You don't expect any of that stuff to fall out, but I know probably someone will ask, so I figured I should throw that in. I don't want to, but I can take these off so we get a better look, at least one of them. Laces are still the original set of laces that they came with, so I haven't need to replace them yet. Normally, these laces, the leather laces, will just eventually just snap. From my experience, anyway. But it hasn't happened yet, so who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky. Here is the, God, I forget, the false tongue. Again, this is a sacrificial piece of leather, so I'm not too worried about this. But in case you're curious about what it looks like, there it is. And again, I haven't cleaned these or really made them presentable because I wore them to work today. But there's the inside of that. Tongue still in phenomenal shape. Here's the inside of the tongue. Like that. Inside of the boot, if you can see. Kind of. You probably can't really see. Let me put my phone up there. There you go. You can kind of see that. Inside of the boot there. You're not going to be able to see much in there. You see my phone? Yeah. Yeah, so quick note while I was staring at the sizing. I am a 10 in sneakers. 9.5, 10. I bought these in a 9. My whites are in a 9.5. They're very close fitting to the same as the whites. So I saw full size down on these, half size down on the white shore boot. And I was happy with both. Fitments. Nothing really too much else to say. They are comfortable. In my first little month-long video, I mentioned that in the whites boots, they rested on the top of my foot a lot. You can actually see that from my walking, from my step. And it could have been a little bit because they weren't too big. No, that's not why. Forget I said that. But just a lot of bending like that kind of pushes that leather down on the top of your foot. And you kind of get calluses on the top of your toes. I don't think any of the people that are going to be watching this video really care about that, but I figured it's enough to say. That is the only issue I've had with these in regard to foot comfort, which is the same exact thing as these. When you bend like this a lot, it will push this leather down onto the top of your foot. Sometimes you can just push it up a little bit and make it better, but I figured I'd note it. I'm not going to do too much of a comparison contrast to these whites because I don't want to right now. I feel like if you guys want that video, I can kind of do that video a little bit. But I don't know if I'd be able to justify the extra $180 right now for these because I don't know all that much about boots. I do not regret buying these one bit. I think they're a phenomenal boot. They are super comfortable. They are super high quality. They are dirty right now. I think a lot of this is salt from salting with whatever. Get some saddle, like all that. Get some saddle soap maybe on them and clean them up. I did oil these once. I've only oiled them one time, and that's actually on this channel. If you're interested. Plugging myself. Love you guys. So yeah, not much else. Again, it's only 6 months. You expect a boot to last way longer than 6 months, but I feel like some of these reviews are kind of helpful to give people an idea of what they might look like. No leather tearing, no stitch tearing, no abnormalities in leather, no uncomfortable spots, no hot spots in my feet, good arch support, your foot breaks into the boot well, no Achilles pain, rubbing or anything like that. No weird heel rubbing. For me, again, everyone's foot's different, right? So I may be able to get a nice picture of the inside of this boot if you're curious and kind of add that to this because I know people are really weird like me and kind of curious about stuff like that. So you can see the leather kind of broke in. That's kind of like the toe box there. That's kind of another picture of it. It's all leather inside. Everything's leather in this boot, which is different than the white shore boot, which kind of probably is a big factor in the price difference. So yeah, and the leather's thicker in this, and blah, 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 blah. Overall, probably a better put together boot, and I really do like JK Boots. You can't really see this anymore, the JK Boots logo, but it's subtle. It's there, just very subtle. But I mean, look at the uppers. I mean, absolutely impeccable. Mind you, they're under my pants, but still looks good. Yeah. And the once in a while I'll just do this just to bring some of the, leather strands back up a little bit to make the rough out look a little bit better like that. But yeah, they're good boots. I don't regret buying them. I got a comment to look at Frank's and some of other boot company too, and I would like to eventually. They're just expensive. I normally wait for my boot allowance at work to get a new pair. Every year I get like $300, which is better than nothing. But when you're spending $500, it goes to about half, right? So yeah, if you have any questions, please leave them down below. Like I said, I don't know too much about these yet. I mean, they're only 6 months in of like full wear. Leather on leather. Yeah, and again, I've been rocking no midsole. I said and again, like I said it before, but I didn't say it. I'm rocking no midsole. They don't recommend you wear midsole. They say if you break them in, and your foot's a little loose or they're still kind of uncomfortable, then they recommend a midsole. That is directly from JK when I reached out to them to ask if they sold any. So yeah, that is all. Again, thanks for watching. Sorry for the ramble. Love you guys. Bye.